This week has been a mix of reflection, stress, and finally relief. Weekends are always a relief. I finished a book that got me thinking. I had one of the busiest weeks in a while, and I ended it up with friends and Danny, which is the best part of the week, to be honest. So let's talk about it. After countless nights of reading, I have finished one of the best books that I've ever read in my life. Let me give you a hint about this book. It's science fiction, because I love science fiction. Normally, writers tend to have the perfect character, or they are imperfect but within the canon. This writer that I love is very unusual because he takes into account disorders and disabilities in his books. So for example, there's one character who has depression, another character who's autistic, many characters who don't have limbs, etc, etc. By now, if you have read anything about this writer, I am pretty sure that you know who I'm talking about. And yes, it's Brandon Sanderson. I've spoken about him before in my videos because I love his art and I love his way of writing, and I can proudly say that I finished the first half of the Stormlight Archives, which are 5 books. Another thing that I like about his style of writing is that he uses different points of view on the same chapter. At the beginning it was confusing, but once you get used to it, it gives a lot of dynamism to the story. After making this little reflection, I would encourage you to read at least one of his books, either if it's the Stormlight Archives books or Mistborn books or any other he has. The world he builds is amazing. It's completely different to what we are used to, so I would really recommend you to give it a try. This week I had a lot of meetings. You know those weeks where everything piles up? Yeah. That was me this week. I had meetings for everything. Meeting for a new app, meeting to show you how to get the lead, meeting to establish an environment, meeting to try an application, meeting, blah, 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 blah. Let me give you a little bit of context. 5 months ago, I changed projects in my company. And these 2 last weeks, I changed business units, which means that it's a chaos because everything is completely different. Sometimes I feel like I can't do enough, or I won't be enough, or what I do is not enough. But then I also see my colleagues and they are also struggling and they have way more experience than I. So to be honest, that makes me relax a little bit. A good thing about stress is that it passes. And the best way is when you know that you have a break coming. By Friday, I needed a reset. Danny and I met up with some friends. Actually, they are Danny's friends, since I don't live here all year round. They are Spanish and we love spending time with them because it's like going back home. By the way, ay, no te rías. I have said by the way like 5 times because I don't want to cut this clip. I want to do it like all together. By the way, we're going to the same neighborhood that we went last week where we had the coffee with the cake. In case you want to see that video, I will leave it around here or here, I'm not sure. So you can go check it. ¿A las 3 de la tarde?
No, a las 3.
Bueno, pero...
Y yo ahí mirando...
Ay, yo sí que he visto...
For a few hours, I forgot about deadlines, meetings, responsibilities, and stress. Just good company, good food, and the reminder that life isn't just about the work. It's also about these moments too. That was my week. Stories, stress, and small moments of joy. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. And sometimes that's enough. What was the highlight of your week? C'est fini! C'est fini, Mario!